Wow, is that noise cancellation strong. These are the brand new AirPods Pro 3. There are a couple of subtle changes on them, and there are other changes that are pretty impressive. My name is Jorge, people call me Mr. Tech. I review tech, so let's get started and see if these are actually worth all the hype. First things you need to know about the new AirPods Pro 3. A couple of specs changed. For example, the battery life. You can now get up to 8 hours of continuous playing, even with noise cancellation on, which is pretty impressive, considering that in the Pro 2s, you could get up to only 6 hours. So it's actually a very good improvement. Apple actually says they redesigned them, so they fit a little bit more types of ears compared to the last version, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I had no issues with the Pro 2s, so I really don't know if this actually is an improvement. They fit me well, but so did the last generation. But what I can tell you that's actually a really good improvement is the ear tips. The ear tips themselves are a little bit different, and this is actually something that has never been done before, at least not in any type of earbuds I've tried, because now they have memory foam ear tips. And yes, memory foam ear tips are not new, but what's new is the way they implemented them on these AirPods. You have the memory foam inside the ear tips, and the exterior is still silicone, which is excellent. One of my gripes with the Sony's WF-1000XM5 is precisely that the memory foam tips, which I like, get dirty so easy. They also start peeling aside from sweat, and they just don't last that much, and they end up being, well, to be honest with you, a very nasty mess, if you know what I mean. So these being silicone on the exterior and only having the memory foam in the interior, for me, is genius for ergonomic, for noise cancellation, and actually for better audio quality, because yes, tips might actually make the difference. So the AirPods Pro 3 also have a heart rate sensor integrated to them in case you want to work out and maybe you forgot your Apple Watch. It will only work with the Apple Health app. It does not work with any other developer, and is actually only meant to complement, well, your Apple Watch in case you want to take a light record of your workouts. It doesn't have ECG, oxygen, or even the new blood pressure you can find on the new Apple Watches. Right now, I'm actually in France, and one of the most interesting things I've been able to do with them is the live translation. What I like a lot about the live translation with these AirPods, well, is that it actually blocks the other person speaking. So you don't get confused with what they're telling you. This is actually something that happens very commonly with translation earbuds. You can hear the person speaking in their own language, you can hear their translation at the same time, and a lot of times there's a small delay, so it ends up being quite a confusing mess unless you have a very good connection, or maybe you have very expensive translators like they do in China. Because yes, fun fact, they have pretty advanced translators over there. But these do an excellent job, and they're actually way better than earbuds that are only dedicated towards translation. So live translation is a nice surprise. It's something that you're not going to use very often, but it's always nice to have because it's completely free and you can use it without any data. You only have to download your language packages inside the translation app that's completely preloaded inside your iPhone. You don't have to download any additional information or pay for absolutely anything. Now, the most important part about AirPods, noise cancellation and audio quality. What is the noise cancellation on these like? Well, it's extremely strong, like I said at the beginning of the video. Is it more strong than the AirPods Pro 2? Yes, definitely. You can tell the difference. It is so strong that it isolates most voices compared to any earbuds out there. I have never tried any earbuds that are this strong. It is pretty impressive. But still, the audio quality is linked to you having an iPhone because they sound very good. They actually have something called adaptive EQ. There's not a lot of information in the Apple website, but what I know about this adaptive EQ is that it actually makes sound better depending on the conditions of where you are and how you're listening. I can only tell you they sound very good. They are not the best sounding earbuds, but they do sound pretty good, especially for the price range. At this price range, they do compete with earbuds that can be actually a little bit more expensive, like the WF Mark 5s from Sony, or even the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. These have way better noise cancellation than those two pairs, and the audio quality is not the same, but it's pretty similar and is maybe only a couple of steps behind. So these actually sound very good, have very good battery life, have water resistance, have a heart rate monitor integrated to them, and have the best noise cancellation out there. For the price, these are the best earbuds you can actually get for your iPhone, at least for the time being. But these are not the best earbuds you can get for any device. They will not work right with Android devices, and they will not work right with external audio players. So take that into account, and if you have an iPhone and you want earbuds and don't want to spend more than $250, I never thought I would say this, but I think the AirPods Pro 3 are a solid option. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, it always helps us out quite a bit. And check out this video over here, which I think you might like as well.